Hey everyone, Everything Known to Sun here. This is the dollarvigilante.com, and Alan Greenspan warns that Venezuelan-style martial law will soon come to the U.S. We all know who Alan Greenspan is, and he is a big name. He is a big figure. He is, apparently a smart guy to be in his position, and he is suggesting that Venezuela martial law is coming to the U.S. It seems barely a day passes now without some big name person warning of imminent collapse. The latest is Alan Greenspan. In an interview on Thursday, he told Fox News that Venezuela is now under martial law and America is next. If this is not a dire warning, and if you guys don't see what's coming related to this, well, you need to open your eyes and see what is potentially coming straight down the pipe. And this is just in the U.S. This is Canada because we're connected. This is all the nations of the world, effectively. He said that what was happening in Venezuela was inevitably going to take place in the U.S. I agree with this. In fact, we see, we said the exact same thing last week in our article, Venezuela descends into chaos. Europe and U.S. next. Funny enough, a few brainwashed sheeple said we were crazy for saying it. Now Greenspan has said the same thing. Is he crazy? But while we agree with Greenspan that the crisis is coming to the U.S., that's where our agreement ends. We say it's coming to the U.S. because the conditions in the U.S. are not much different than Venezuela, and the globalist plan is to turn the entire world into Venezuela. Greenspan, on the other hand, is already trying to divert attention from the real cause of Venezuela's problem, the government and central banking. Instead, he explained the reason the U.S. would end up like Venezuela involved a global shortage of productivity growth. It goes on. You can read the article. I'm going to put the link in there. I'm going to keep this one short. Effectively, though, big name people are admitting, regardless of the reasons, they're admitting that martial law is likely to come to North America, just like it is happening in Venezuela. That means food shortages, that means rationing, that means martial law, that means probably lots of death and destruction, all that end time sort of stuff, and really all the stuff you see in Greece, looting, rioting, all the stuff you see in Venezuela right now, obviously, and all the stuff that you would have seen in the Depression of 1929, when people had nothing to lose and they were starving, although they had a few more resources back then to deal with it. This is significant when people like Alan Greenspan, names like this, come out and say it. That means we're far along. That means it's inevitable. That means it's imminent. It's not just a sideline conspiracy thing. These people know it's coming, and I think they're soft warning the public that this is coming. They're soft warning. They're coming out and starting to get the conversation going so that people start hearing it, and maybe they'll get prepared instead of just panicking when it does happen. And that's probably all part of the propaganda. That's probably part of the thought of the media and the government getting out. I wouldn't put it past them that they would get this out there to get people warned, but they don't want to panic people, so they get it out there here and there with small statements like this. They're very smart. They know what's coming. They know the debt can't be repaid. They know we are inevitably moving into a depression, economic at least, and probably a war on the horizon. So this is inevitable. This is imminent. This is likely to happen in the next coming months. We thought it was going to happen last year. No one knows when the trigger is going to be pulled, when the event occurs that causes it all to topple, when the first bank goes down. We don't know what's going to happen, but we know the economic signs are that the debt is not repayable. It's unsustainable. We cannot keep going unless we take massive haircuts like they did in Greece, for example, and like they have done in Venezuela, where there's food shortages and where there's they limit what people can buy every day, rationing, and there's martial law and looting and murder, and this is truly the end of days. And I mean, even if it's not, we are heading into an economic collapse, regardless of whether the Lord's returning anytime soon or not. So just from that point of view, you need to be prepared. Pay attention, guys. It's getting serious now.